Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Satisfactory. I'm Max Involved, and today we are continuing our Ficsmas, I guess, sub-series, whatever. Last time, we set all of this stuff up here. So we're making ornaments, we're making branches and snow and all kinds of stuff. But we unlocked some other things that we need to start working on too, right? So in the spirit of giving, do me a favor, scroll down just a little bit and just see if that subscribe button is hit. I think like 70% of the people that watch these videos aren't subscribed. It's completely free, helps me out a lot. And yeah, so with that out of the way, let's hop right into this episode. So this is what I was referencing, right? We unlocked, well, I guess we unlocked this stuff, right? And that gave us, well, I guess none of that. What did this give us? Oh yeah, copper, iron, Ficsmas ornaments, right? So, where are those made, right? Well, I think we put down a little foundry right over here. And you will notice that we have those right here. So you can see red and copper, and I think blue and iron. Yeah, blue and iron, right? So what does that mean for us? Well, we need to get some iron and copper over here somewhere, right? And if I look at the map here, we do have these right here. But I don't know. I don't really plan on using those, right? Let's just say that, okay? But we have something just right over here that I want to bring to your attention, right? So let's just go over there and take a look at what's going on. Now, old heads on this channel might remember this area. This is where we're doing the reanimated Sam, right? And you may have remembered that we're bringing it in from some iron nodes way over there. You see it comes down. It's like a dedicated line, right? And then you may also have remembered that we had some unused stuff here. So what I'm thinking is that we are going to kind of borrow some of this stuff. And dude, can you stop? I'm trying to talk to the people here. Okay, now that Ficsmas isn't ruined anymore. What? Okay, now that Ficsmas isn't ruined anymore. The plan is I'm going to take, you can see we're not using at least these 3 smelters, right? So I'm going to take some of this excess iron. But that's not all. We have to kind of venture out a little bit farther. Going back to some early episode locations, right? Early in the series. Right over here. This is, of course, the incomplete steel factory. Incomplete from a design standpoint. And we gotta go right over here where we all notice a normal copper node, right? So I'm not dealing with these guys right now. So these 2 areas are where we're gonna get the resources for that. Now, I don't want to just belt this stuff over. I think that's kind of, I mean, we kind of played out that meme everywhere here. So we're gonna do trains. Like, we're going to just straight up do a train. But we can't just slap a train down here because we don't really have a lot of... like I mentioned before, I don't want to space that out more than it needs to be, right? So we need to make, I think, a second floor, right? So let's run over there and kind of put the second floor on, and then I'll kind of get into more of what we're going to be doing. And as if I were some sort of magical being, I have teleported myself over to here and created a platform with a train station. Now, you'll notice that we've only got 2 cars here, and we're just slightly offset, actually, from this one. We're up 10 foundations, so we're up like 40 meters from the floor below us, and I thought that might be enough, but it would still clip. We still have trees clipping through. So I decided, let's leave that open. You know, let's let our gift train floweth however we need it to, right? And yeah, so we're going to be going up to this level. Now, I need to figure out how I'm going to go from here to there, right? And I think one of the nicest things to do, right, is to utilize some stuff that we've already done over the Blue Crater Lake. Some of the lessons we've learned. And I also want to mention, I have really kind of been taking a deep dive into trains and aesthetic train lines and things of that nature, right? So we got some stuff planned. We may or may not do it for this small part of the game, but with the amount of trains we have coming, I'm pretty excited, right? So I think now that we have this, now we've only got 2 train stations here because number 1, we're only getting in 2 elements, and number 2, you'll notice I have this radar tower here now, right? And so that kind of, well, hold on, we don't want that, we want this, and that'll kind of show you, right? So we're getting this copper ore, and then like these iron ores, right? We are kind of capped with how much that we can grab, right? Because our factory is like right in this area. So a normal node on a Mark II miner at 250% is 300, right? So we're going to kind of plan everything around 300-ish items inbound, right? And you can see we have this station here. Ficsmas iron / copper in, right? So that means we need to make the out, which means we need to go over there and start creating the out, right? So let's hop over there and I'll kind of illustrate what I mean. All right, and the story starts kind of right here. You'll remember that we had these guys kind of feeding this side, and we had this. Well, we had one coming out here feeding that way. Well, I decided to just, I think one of these is, yeah, this is overclocked to 60 to account for that production and still produce over here, right? Which means I could dedicate all of these to making our iron ore or our iron ingots, and they're all up to, I think they're all maxed out 75 per minute. So this is 300 iron ingots per minute, which we are pumping into our terrain station that we have set up right over here. And again, same thing, it's just kind of coming over. We have, of course, this guy just packed to the gills, but then I also set up this guy right here. And this is, again, same thing, just copper, but 300 per minute. And I think all we need to do is literally that, and we're flowing with the copper, right? So now we have all of this going, right? And again, we're getting 300 a minute in from over there. I just kind of belted it right here. Nothing too crazy. And I fell off. Pay attention to where you are, kids. You don't want this to happen to you. And so now the hardest part is how we're going to get from here all the way to up there, right? And you know, I think I got some ideas, right? So I know it feels like we're just teleporting back and forth, but that's really what we're doing, right? So let's go over there and I'll kind of show you some of, like, I'll show you my grand vision. Yep. So of course we just teleported back, and of course my grand vision would not be complete without another spiral. So that is kind of the idea here, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to have the input come up this way using the same spiral blueprint that we used before. I got to fix that track because that's gross. But I'll be doing something a little bit different, right? So we're going to come up over here. I'll just give you kind of the general plan. Input's going to come out, come up this way, turn, come up. That's all good. When we go to leave here, you know, I thought to myself, well, we have a couple options, right? We can kind of go out this way. You know, I thought, like, is there maybe some way we can connect onto that existing track and then, like, split off or something? And then I thought, you know, I don't really like that. But I noticed we have all this space down here. All this space in this little area right here. So what I'm going to do is, those of you that are picking up what I'm putting down, I'm going to put another spiral right here. Right in this little trench area. We're going to spiral down, go under the base, and come back out on the other side. And then we'll kind of have like a small portion of this area will be, we'll have like a double track going, and then that'll go loop around, and yeah, purpose built side-by-side tracks to get from there to here and back to there. Very, very easy. So I'm going to put the other spiral down, and that should make a little bit more sense, right? So with just a boop, you see that we have the other spiral. Now, this looks really easy, right? I mean, it's just a blueprint, right? But, you know, I've made this in such a way where it's kind of a pain to space out properly, right? But let me kind of give you the gist, right? So the trains are going to come down, and they're just going to go underground here. Maybe I'll get rid of this tree. Maybe I won't. I don't know. It's festive, right? And then they're going to follow out this way. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. One of my favorite creators to watch for Satisfactory is, of course, Kibitz. And if you that follow Satisfactory know Kibitz. And he recently put out a video where he kind of does a world tour from a guy that he saw on Reddit. And I'll admit, when I watched that world tour, I felt inadequate. But really what I saw was cool design aspects that I wanted to take for myself. Put my own little spin on, maybe just one-to-one copy because I thought they were really cool, right? And it has to do with train supports. So I'm probably going to redo the train supports. Not all in this episode, but I'm going to get rid of this concrete. The spiral will probably stay concrete, but the actual train supports themselves will get replaced, right? But yeah, pretty simple. We're getting the iron copper. It comes up, spirals up, comes down, spirals down, goes back around, and we just follow the loop, right? And yeah, that's kind of all it takes. So let's actually, and of course, I'm working on some blueprints up here. In the meantime, man, I need a hover pack so bad. I am so tired of all this. And yeah, we did a little bit of decorating too, so it looks super cool. Now let's make sure that we are set to unload here, because that's what we need to do. And I will just place, let's see, transport. We need a locomotive, and we need 2 freight cars. What is this color? This is red, so we're going to do our green swatch. This is, of course, super necessary with a red swatch. Man, come on. All right, so maybe it's already red. Okay, so yeah, let's set this up. We'll edit the timetable here. We want to go from out to in. Turn on self-driving, and then we should just get out. And now that's just ready to go. Yeah. Look at her go. She go pretty fast since it's got only 2 cars. And man, I love these spirals. I love them so much, man. Look at that. And then it just goes under. And look, now we've got all these trains crossing. I'll admit, this is all just kind of like baby steps for getting ready to do more complex trains, right? Because like I mentioned, I've never dealt with trains before in this game, so I'm still kind of getting used to them. Getting the elevation changes, and you notice I got a lot of 90-degree curves and all that, right? So, it's like there's still elements that I'm working on, right? And I found, oh God, I don't know if this is like the right video or right place to do this, but I'll do it real quick. I saw another video, basically about how you can create really cool train curves, right? And it uses beams, actually, right? So if you want to do, I don't know, like a curve like that, you can literally, and I think the way it works, and there's a video. If you guys remind me, I'll see if I can link it in the description. But there is a video all about how to do this. And I think we need to go forward one more. There we go. Oh. Hold on. This all makes sense here shortly. Okay, so if we... Oh, is the train already coming back? Look at that. Look at that. Up the spiral. So cool. So basically, I'm just going to put this on the minimum distance it needs to go, right? If you were to take... we'll go default, right? And we'll go out 40 meters. If you're to take a beam, and you say you want to go... I don't know. That way. What you can do is you just use these beams, and you can kind of like come out here and kind of like, this would be a lot easier if I was using fly or the hover pack, but you can use beams to kind of make any curve. And look at, that's like a sweeping, gentle curve. Look at that. So this technique has really opened my eyes to what I can do with trains in the future, right? So I would say, I know this is like a random rambling of train stuff in the middle of this video, but this is just a short way of saying expect better train stuff in the future, because I think this stuff is like, it's super cool. What you can do with beams is crazy, right? This is just a long way of saying that beams are crazy. So, okay. So now that we have our materials, in fact, what is our input? I don't know. I think it might be more than 13 per minute. Did I make a blueprint for this? Was I a good... Oh, I did. Ficsmas Foundry left to right. Look at me. This is what we're going to use to kind of get all this stuff going, right? Let's say... I mean, I don't know how much space, right? Maybe like that. Okay, so there's something that we have to reconcile as a community here, as a group. We all just have to accept the fact that for the copper ornaments, we have 10 and 10, right? I'm only going to do sets of 12, right? So our max, if I do 300 divided by 12, that's 25 per minute. I don't know. I don't think I can get to 25 per minute, can I? I can get to 25 per minute. So these will be fine. No worry. We'll max those out. We'll get 300 per minute. I don't know if I'm getting... hold on. I have to see if I can hit this thing. There we go. The problem is, what does this one take? This one takes the red. Red Ficsmas ornament. I don't know if I'm making 300 red Ficsmas ornaments per minute. Yeah. We're making 10 times 24. So we're only making 240. Which means we can only use 240 per minute right now. Unfortunately. I guess what I can do. This is more immutable, the amount of copper and iron ingots that we get in. That's harder to upgrade than making more ornaments. So I may just make a supplemental gift factory. Like, I don't know, back in this space somewhere, so that we can max this out and use all of this stuff. But for now, I'm just going to do buckets of 12. Right? I think that's kind of the easiest thing to do. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stamp down this blueprint a bunch of times, expand out the floor a little bit, and I'm going to get steel or iron and copper ingots, or copper and iron Ficsmas ornaments flowing and going. All right? So you just hold on for a second and let the boop do all the work for you. That's right. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We're a pretty honest community here. I did a little bit extra. You'll notice that these belts all look different because they are all. We got some skins here. Let me just come clean and show you what I did. In this holiday event, you see I unlocked this Ficsmas Power Lights, Ficsmas Ornament Bundle, or this, right? This gets me Ficsmas Ornament Bundles and Power Lights, and this gets me Snow Dispenser and Snow Cannon. All I've done is messed around with the customization, right? The skin. Basic Ficsmas skins. And let me tell you also, hold on, let me put down some pipes because this is so funny. Look at that skin. I think I'm going to have to put some pipes down just to put this skin on it, because I think that's so funny. Yeah, like when we actually get the factory set up to look like a factory, maybe I'll make it a big box. I was thinking about this. I'll make it a big box, but I'll have it kind of look like a gift. You know what I mean? Because like this already has the like Satisfactory yellow. We can make some purple. We can like paint it purple on the sides and just have it look like a big gift. I think that'll be so funny. You know, yeah, like one of these. Look, we got the models right down here. Look at that. It's so funny. Okay, so that's the idea there. Now, I've got... I'll be honest. I only plan to go this far, right? We got all these ornaments going. We got all these ornaments going. And then I realized that we also have the ornament bundles to make, right? And I think those are made in this? Question mark? Yes. And that's just like a 1-to-1, you know? So my thought process is maybe I'll just make a few of those, you know? We've got a little bit of space right over here. I can honestly condense some stuff. I think we could technically go out farther. No, not really. Oh, and if you look out in the distance, you'll see some of the stuff I'm working on. Let me give you guys a sneak peek, right? I'm going to give you, those of you that are watching these videos, I get that the Ficsmas stuff isn't as exciting as the main game stuff, but I mean, look at what's going on. Look at that. Look at that support structure. That is kind of what I took from the video, the Kibitz video. And I even downloaded the world save and checked it out myself. Pretty sick. That's crazy. If you haven't seen that, you should go watch that. But, yeah. So anyway, let's just make a very... Because I don't want to use all of these for the ornament bundles. But I'm imagining that we're going to need ornament bundles for future things, right? So I think I have some blueprints that do assemblers. Look at that. Let's see here. Where do I want to put this? There's only 3 at a time, and I think... I mean, I could overclock them. Let's see. Do we want to do something like this? Maybe like right here. So we'll get both ornaments coming out. And we'll be taking out a lower amount that we're putting back in. And then we'll kind of wrap them around, and then we can have... Oh, you know what? I think that's at the same level as the upper... Oh, this might work out perfectly. Let's just do this. Let's do this. And we'll put another one right up next to it. That works, right? Everything lines up? I think so. Yeah, let's get rid of that for now. Yeah, so I think this will work very nicely. And we just kind of hook that up. And then I don't know where I'm even getting... Oh my gosh, is this that perfect? Look at that. Okay, so now we just need to set the recipes here. We're going to make some ornament bundles. And let's do double. So this will only be 60 per minute. Right? 10 times 6 and we'll get 60 out per minute. I don't know how many we're going to need. But again, we have the option of making more should we need to. Right? And you know what? I usually have this stuff pre-prepared. I don't this time. I wasn't planning on doing this. But, I saw that it was available at the kind of the last minute. Okay, so let's do this. If this could reach, that would be amazing. Oh my gosh, that's so perfect. Right? Let's do that. This one will kind of spread out here. Because I want to leave some room for the bundles to actually go into something. You know what? I'm going to put this here. I'm going to line that up. Oh, hold on. Let's do this. It's just easier if I copy. And then we'll just change it to what? No, come on. Come on now. Select icon. Bundle. There we go. Perfect. And then we can literally just kind of do this. Look at that. And now we have some bundles. Now, I don't know. Hold on. Oh, so we have these. Ficsmas. Oh, I need ornament bundles for that. Okay. Snow dispensers. We need snow and those ornaments and the snow can. I feel like we have to mix those. Hold on. Let me go get. Let me get like a couple stacks of these. A couple stacks of these because we're making. Let me see. 8.333 times 12. 8.333 times 12. So we're making almost basically 100 per minute. And we're taking out 6. So net 40. I think that's fine. What was the limitation on this? Oh, the limitation was that it could go even more. But we're constrained, right? 480 divided by 12. Wait. Oh, because we can only do... Wait, how many do I have here? 12 times 25, 300. Okay. So on this one, we're restrained by how much iron we have. On this one, we're restrained by how many red ornaments we have. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, so let's put down some of these guys. I need candy canes. I have ribbons. Where would this be good? Maybe like... Look at that. Oh man, we could have so much fun with this stuff. Okay, let me get some ornament bundles. Hold on. I wasn't planning on doing this, so I don't have any of this prepared. Okay. And then these just flow like regular power? Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to have to build up a lot of this stuff. And then... oh, man. I didn't even hook up this. No wonder everything's going so slow. I'm going to have to build up a lot of material. And then actually have like a decorating day. Because this is too funny. I love it so much. Okay. So that's kind of where we are now. This is through day 8 technically, but I'm recording this on day 12. So we're going to run back to the hub real quick and see what we unlocked. And of course, all that starts right here at the advent calendar. So I think we got up to 8, right? So now let's see what we got in 9. 20 power shards. I'll take that. Thank you. See, 18. I'm looking for 10. Right, oh, right there. Oh, a Santa hat. Ficsmas hat.
By equipping this new hat at the lockers in the hub, you can finally turn your mental state into a fashion statement.
Okay, thanks, Ada. So 13, 14, I'm looking for 11. 17, 18, 12. Okay, we're going to need that. So let's remember that. 19, 22, 16. I don't know. I don't know how much more patience I have. Oh, there we go. Ooh, tickets. Yes, please. And finally... Oh, God, I already forgot where it was. Number 12. What is this?
A reminder that human creativity does have its limits, considering their obsessive insistence on continuing to make slightly different versions of every Ficsmas song ever imagined.
Dang. I didn't know Ada was going to be spitting fire like that. Okay, so I thought we might have a disc, but I guess we don't? Which one is this? Day 14. Okay. Well, that's good because it gives us some time to build up some stuff. So let's actually, you know what I never made? Where is it? Where's the boombox? Do you have to find that or something? Because like, where do I use, oh wait, is it in here? Is it in equipment? Specialist? Yes. Okay. Absolutely. Oh man. You know what? I need to get all this stuff anyway. So let's just bite the bullet. We've got 10 tickets on us. I think we can get most of this. Right? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I'll get goat music too. Nice.
How did this get here? I thought I destroyed all of these.
Okay, so I've never used this, so we are going to obviously equip it. For those of you that don't know, that's a tape player. Okay, change tape. We obviously have to do. I'm not going to keep that stuff going. If you want to hear that stuff, catch the streams. Maybe I'll play those while we're working, you know. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much. I hope you are enjoying where the Ficsmas factory is going. I hope you're excited to see what there still is to come, because there's a lot to come. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm really excited for what I'm learning as I'm doing all this, because it's just gonna make the factory just so much more awesome in the future. So anyway, guys, thank you all so much, and we'll see you in the next one.